Hey, how you guys doing? This is the art teacher, and this is the art teacher studio by Low Budget Presentation. So good to see you again. I know you've been busy with all the schoolwork, and I didn't want to kind of press you with too many things from art, but here's the part 2 of color. Remember, part 1 we dealt with the primary colors and the secondary colors, and we talked about hue is the name of the color. We talked about value is the lightness and the darkness of a color, and intensity is the brightness and the dullness of the color. The part that you really need to worry about or be concerned about when you talk about color is the just hue, the name of the color. Later on we'll be talking about value as a element of art by itself. But color is an element of art. And the second part we're talking about is going to be the warm and cool colors. Warm and cool colors. Now if you zoom over here with these pictures here that I have, warm colors are like the color of fire, if you can remember that, red, orange, and yellow. And this picture here I'm pointing to is a very warm color, and this one over here is very warm here. Lots of reds. Yes, it is true that there is some green in there. I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. And the cool colors are right up here where there's lots of blues and greens and purples. Okay? Alright, now let me back up to me. And this video should be a lot shorter because it doesn't take me long to talk to you about warm and cool colors. But I am going to show you some special pictures on my special magic screen. My magic screen over here. So as you zoom into the magic screen here, I saw this, and I've seen other art lessons with this picture, and it all goes back to Pinterest. That picture was found on Pinterest, and many people are using that to explain warm and cool colors. As you can see, the picture is divided up into squares, and the bottom part they've got more green. The top part there's more blue and purples. And then they do a big circle after they draw a tree. The tree has lines in it. And you'll notice that this particular picture has geometric shapes, which are the squares and the circles. But it also has organic shape, which is the tree. Now it also has lines. These are things that we've talked about before. Line and shapes are elements of art. Now we're dealing with color. And cool colors are all around the circle. Inside the circle are warm colors. So I'm using that as a kind of a kicking off point here. Here is a color wheel. And the color wheel is divided up in half, where this part here is considered warm and this part here is considered cool. Now yellow-green, it depends on how yellow the yellow-green actually is to be considered warm or cool. The same thing goes for red-purple. Depending on how much red is actually in that red-purple, it could be warm or it could be nudged into the cool. So these are kind of like, be careful with these areas here, with the yellow-green and the red-purple. But as you can tell, you divide your color wheel in half. One side is going to be cool colors, the other side is going to be warm colors. Now, this picture here, I tried to find the name of the artist, and I just couldn't. But it's a really cool picture, and it uses a lot of a lot of cool colors here, with just a little bit of warm scattered about. So you can have a cool picture, but if it's too cool and you want to warm it up some, you can add yellow, red, or orange in there. And this next picture is by Dina Toffelson, and it's called Reflections. Let me see if I can zoom in here a little bit. No, there we go. She uses all yellows, oranges, and reds, and there's some browns too. But I'm pretty sure these browns are also red. So in this picture, it's all warm colors except there's a little bit of blue here, here, a little bit of purple here, here, blue there, purple there. There's just a little bit of green over here. So it is way, way warm. You can even see a hot picture. But to cool it down some, the artist has put a little bit of cool colors in here to cool it down. Okay, here is the Scream by Edward Munch. And he's a very famous artist. And this is actually a very famous picture. You may have even seen this picture before. And as you can see here, he has divided the picture where the top part is warm and the bottom part is cool. But in the cool picture, he has a little bit of warm orange. And in the top part, he has a little bit of cool blue right up there. So you can really play around with this warm and cool aspects of a picture. Here is a really cool picture. It's by Theodore Robinson, called the Lafayette. It was done in 1892, oil on canvas. And here you have a lady who looks like she's maybe sewing, but you'll notice that all around her it's cool. And the warm colors are in her dress right there. And because of that, it's causing you to focus on her more than the surrounding area. So they're using cool and warm color as an element in the warm and cool color aspects of color, to show a contrast and also emphasis right there in the middle. You can also use your warm and cool color this way, as Vincent van Gogh did, called The Pair of Lovers. It looks like they're walking down a beach, and you can see how they're the wife, I'm assuming the wife or the girlfriend's holding on to him. And to me it looks like a husband and wife, because he's got kind of like this farmer hat going on, and she's got this shawl going on, but you see how she is all in warm colors, he is all in cool colors except for his hat. And you can see how there's cool colors here and here at the top and the bottom for the background, and the sand is on a kind of a warm color. So the idea is, when you do your picture with warm or cool colors or both, you will be able to do the same thing. Here is another picture done by Winslow Homer, very famous American artist. It's called Fishing Schooner, Nassau. And this is just a cool picture. All blues, and there's purples, and there's some greens. Very, very little warm colors, like right here and right there on the sail. I'm not sure what these are. They might be kites. But most of it is just cool colors. It's very subdued. It's very nice picture. I like his pictures. Here's another picture he did, Winslow Homer's, Channel Bass, Florida, 1904. And what he's done here is he's got all this water behind the fish that's all blues and purples, and there's some green seaweed. Actually, it'd probably be just grass since it's a bass. And the bass is painted in here, but there's one spot that's warm, and that is the lure that was used to catch the fish. And you can actually see the fishing line right there. Very good sportsman picture there. So now, that is warm and cool colors. Warm colors are the color of fire. Cool colors, the color of water, like your blues, your greens, your purples. Okay, now here's what I'd like you to try. Try this on your own. And that is, think about a picture that you can do using only cool colors. And then a picture you can do only using warm colors. But remember, if it's too cool or too warm, you can always add a little bit of the other to either get it a little bit warmer or a little bit cooler. So think about that. I've showed you some examples. And when you look at other pictures, ask yourself, is this a warm picture or is this a cool picture. So that's my assignment for you today. And remember, have fun with it. And you don't need to rush out. Just do my lessons as it appears to you, as you can. So and then whatever you have, you just put it in your portfolio. Worry about it later on. Always keep track of your artwork. Make sure you keep care of it. Try it more than once. Have fun with it. If you're not having fun with it, you are not doing it right. And I'm going to show you something that I've been busy with. Here are my babies. Right there. Let's see if I can get a little closer. These are my babies. These are my baby turkeys. Thelma and Louise. The baby turkeys, they hatched probably about a week ago. Maybe 2 weeks ago. Something like that. That's kind of hard to keep track.
4 days ago.
4 days ago. Oh, I'm sorry. 4 days ago. My mistake. We had some others that were raised up. But these are Thelma and Louise, baby turkeys, 4 days old. They're just the cutest thing. And when you hold them in your hand like this, ooh, they just like it because your hands are so warm. And they start to go to sleep on you. Oh, 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 little pee-pee. Pee-pee, pee-pee. Oh, stretchy, stretchy, stretchy. So there that is. And some of you remember a song that I would sing. You could even try to do a picture that goes along with this song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ladybugs came to the ladybugs picnic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And they all played games at the ladybugs picnic. They had 12 sacks, so they had sack races. Fell on the backs and they fell on the faces. Ladybugs 12 at the ladybugs picnic. They played jump rope till the rope it broke, so they just sat around telling knock-knock jokes. Ladybugs 12 at the ladybugs picnic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and they chatted away at the ladybugs picnic. They talked about the high price of furniture and rugs, fire insurance for ladybugs. Ladybugs 12 at the ladybugs picnic. 12. Now, what I'd like you to do is, if you need a little subject to go with, do a warm or a cool picture with ladybugs. See how that turns out. I'd love to see some of them. But remember, if you can't drop them into the Etsy part where I can see them, don't worry about it. You can just put them in your portfolio and I can see them later on. All right, that's it for me now. See you next time.